Hey guys, well, we've once again come to the end of another grand turtle hunting expedition. This time when John came to Earthshine, we searched and searched and searched. We didn't find very many turtles, but the ones we did find have revealed some really interesting information. Like for instance, this one. This was the first one we found, and it is a female. She's very heavy, and that tells me she's probably gravid or pregnant. And this turtle was found, I think it was last July, way up on top of the mountain up there, above the garden, beyond the high ropes course, down the other side in a housing development. Now, why is that significant? Well, this turtle has traveled a long way to get here. So why she traveled so far to get here? Well, I believe that she's here to lay eggs somewhere down there near the garden, because we found her just to the left of the garden down in that little depression. Another thing that's interesting is while she was found right there, right over here is where Jimmy was at the exact same moment, right near that fence post. So it's a good bet that these two turtles know each other. And if they know each other, well, that just means they may produce offspring. And if they produce offspring, that just means it's a good chance for more turtles here on the mountain. All right, so the next really cool thing that happened is we found this new turtle. Check this out. This new turtle is a female also, and she was found by Sparky, the turtle hunting dog, this morning about 9:30. When we were waiting to go to breakfast, we were giving the dog some exercise, letting them run around out here in a place to play with a soccer ball, and Sparky just ran off into the grass and found this turtle. Brand new turtle. We weren't even hunting. We were just taking a break. But Sparky, being Sparky, just had to be hunting turtles, no matter what. All business. And he found this beautiful female turtle. Well, she's not too far from the other female and not too far from Jimmy. So that is really cool. So she may know Jimmy also. So that may mean more turtles, because she's really heavy. She could be full of eggs. We found her up here near the cottage on top of the little ridge here above the garden, right near the fence line, right over in that area, right over there. Well, so why is that significant? Well, turtles like to lay their eggs in areas that are a little sandy, a little rocky, exposed to the sun, and in kind of a field-like habitat where the sun will help incubate their eggs along with the rocks and soil that heat up in the sun. And their eggs will incubate quicker, hatch out, and hopefully survive. So I think she was up here near this little open area where there's some sand, and it's very possible she was looking to lay her eggs when Sparky found her. So I'm going to go put these two guys back and hope that they do what they were intending to do, which is hopefully lay eggs. Now just look at the markings before I release them. Look at their markings. Every turtle's markings is different, just like every human's fingerprints are different. Now just think about that for a minute. So that tells you these guys are individuals. Total individuals, just like people. And they live over 100 years. Well, they can live over 100 years if not interfered with. So there's a whole lot more to turtles than meets the eye, isn't there? Gotta love these creatures. They're just absolutely gorgeous. They're just jewels of the forest, as a friend once said. Total jewels of the forest. Let's look at their bellies. Being very careful, of course. Oh, hello. Of course, their bellies are also very different. Now, this turtle I'm holding is an interesting turtle. Not only did she travel a long way, but look, she's missing her right front foot. Can you see that? That right front foot is injured or damaged. Let's see if she'll come out and let us take a peek at it. I'm going to set her down and we'll see what happens. There she is, ever so cautiously sticking out her head to check out what's going on around her. This is why box turtles survive. This is why they've survived for millions of years. They're very cautious creatures. And of course that shell protects them very well. If you look at that foot, you can see that it's not an entire intact foot. I believe she was born with a birth defect. Her foot has one little claw, and the rest of it is just a little nub. It may have been bitten off when she was young, but I don't think so. It looks too well formed, scales and all. And she still manages to get around just fine. And she came so far to this location over a very steep mountain for some reason. Just like a very important turtle researcher said once, turtles are on important turtle business, so you do not need to disrupt that business. She knows where she's going. She knows what she's doing. And she can do it even with that deformity on her foot. Amazing creatures. And you can see she moves very well with that stumpy little foot. Doesn't seem to be affecting her at all. She's eating something. I don't know what, but she's over there eating something. What did you get? Not quite sure what she ate, but apparently it was good. Well, that's a good sign that she's healthy. Look at that. There she goes, right up on the porch. Well, I've released the new turtle at her capture location, right here on top of the ridge at the volleyball court, across from the lodge. And going to go release our wandering girl right down there where we found her. And there she is, back down in the tall grass, just below the garden. Which brings us to the end of another very successful turtle hunting expedition with John Rucker and his amazing turtle dogs. And that's it. Hope to see you next time from Earthshine Lodge.